Hello, all you beautiful people in Webtown, and welcome back to Rob Liefeld Appreciation Week right here on Crypto Comics. And today, we're going to get into one of those controversial moments in Rob Liefeld's career. Dooms4. This was sort of like, to me, this kind of marks the beginning of the end with Image. This is like the little seed that was planted. Rob was late with books, notoriously late, all the time, nonstop. It happened, and we all know it. And Dooms4 is an interesting one. It's created and written by Rob Liefeld. Pencils by Mark Pacella, or Pacella, or Pachea, or Pasea. I don't really know. I know Marlo Alquiza and Danny Miki and Art T-Bear, though. I can pronounce those. So phonetically spell Mark Pacella's name or Pacella's name in the comments below so that I know. Spell it phonetically. Thank you. Snap, crackle, pop, right? Like this is Dooms4. Is it the Fantastic Four? I don't know. It sure is trying to be right there in the beginning. And it turns out that this guy named Brick, he's got 2 kids. You know, he's got 2 children. I don't know where the mother is. But he's got 2 children he has to look after, and he's also part of this team. And he can turn into rock, or he can turn into sand, and so you can make a sand slide for the kids to slide down. Because there were 3 inkers, the inks on this are all kind of uneven. It's very odd. The inking in this book is probably the oddest I've seen come out of Extreme, and sometimes I like it. I like this. This is really good. But it just doesn't feel like it maybe should feel. The Dooms Corporation, so they're Dooms4. It's the Dooms Corporation they're fighting, and then the Dooms men are going to show up. It's a lot of doom. There's a lot of doom in this book, gloom and doom. And really, I don't care about this book. It sucked. Pretty bad. I think all the characters seem pretty stale and unoriginal. So stale and unoriginal, they shouldn't even have names. Here's this guy. He's from the future. His name's Grim, and he has all these futuristic weapons, right? So, no one can compete with him. So, I don't know. Is he Cable? I don't know. I don't think so. And I just don't even know what to say about this crappy book, right? Robots. It's like, if you love robots, I think you're going to love this. If you love Rob Liefeld and robots, if you love Robot Liefeld, maybe this is the perfect book for you. And then you got like this big mojo head that's just hanging out. These weird little creatures, and you're going to see more of those as we continue through here. But what I'm kind of getting to... Oh, so at the end of the issue, they have to move town because the bad guys are on to them or whatever. And so they gotta hightail it out. And the kids are sad because they just want to settle down and just have a normal life with their dad. But their dad's, like a crazy superhero guy. And then there's a big whoosh. Now, here we go. Oh, and yeah, and here we go. This is exciting. A guy named Mech Max is coming for them next. Mech Max. MECH-MAX. Mech Max. That's a really cool name, I guess. All right, here we go. We got a letter from Rob Liefeld. Finally, something is going right here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first issue of Dooms4. I know it's been a long time coming, but we feel it's worth the wait. I think you'll agree that Kurt and Mark have worked up a great story, and trust me, it only gets better from here, folks. Does it, Rob? Does it get better from here? This book, like every Extreme title, will be coming your way monthly with the same quality art and story you've come to expect from Extreme Studios and Image Comics. Will it, Rob? Will it be coming monthly like all the other Extreme titles? You might have heard some news about a Dooms4 movie being optioned by Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment. I did hear about that many, many times when I was growing up in the 1990s. And I was like, wow, this Dooms4 thing is going to be phenomenal. And then I finally got the miniseries this year and subjected myself to it. But I'm not going to subject you to very much of it because I care about you more than Rob cares about me in the 90s. by putting this book out. And Rob got a lot of heat because Rob was too busy taking meetings with people from Amblin to focus on running his comic book company. And that's why books were late. One of the reasons why books were late. So anyway, you might have heard some news about a Dooms4 movie being optioned by Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment. Well, the news is true. Dooms4 is presently in development as we speak. Ooh, not a place to be, in development. Both Amblin and Extreme are working hard at producing the Dooms4 movie. Amblin has been responsible for a long line of quality films, from E.T. and Poltergeist to Jurassic Park and the Flintstones, to the upcoming Casper the Friendly Ghost, starring Christina Ricci. If you haven't seen that one's pretty good. We expect Dooms4 to be more of the same top-notch quality filmmaking that Steven Spielberg is famous for. Just think of Brick as a computer-generated special effect. With today's technology, anything can happen. See, Rob Liefeld was 20 years ahead of his time in his thinking. 20 years ahead of his time. He knew what was coming. He knew these comic books were going to be turned into the most incredible computer-generated movies ever seen. And I'll be damned. He was right. He was right. Hopefully, this news gives you the same excitement it gives us. In the meantime, though, we'll be here month in, month out, bringing you the latest adventures of Grimm, Brick, Byrne, and Slider. I've seen the first 4 issues, and trust me, each issue gets better than the one before, as both Kurt and Mark get more familiar with the characters. One final note, we didn't know what a craze we were starting when we issued the alternative cover to Prophet number 4. Since then, it seems like everyone has been quick to jump on the bandwagon when we're not even through with it yet. Which leads us to the announcement that yes, this book contains not 1, but 2 alternate covers by myself and Danny Meeke. Next issue, we'll have another exciting 2 covers completing a scene depicting comics' most exciting new quartet. See you next month. Rob Liefeld. And that's true. There was, oh, look at this. Here it is. This is not the alternate cover. This is just a poster inside here. Okay, pin up. Oh, am I going to be able to turn this page? Let's find out. Oh, it ripped. Son of a bitch. San Diego Comic-Con. He actually had this constructed. The battle cruiser, the Youngblood battle cruiser. Rob had it constructed and brought to conventions. Same with this Badrock. Same with this guy dressed as Chapel. It's pretty awesome. First ever Texas appearance. What? You could have been there July 30th of 90 something with this book. I don't know. Maybe the answer lays in here. Dooms4 number 2. Yeah, I'm not going to make us go through this. August of 94. This is when it all started to go wrong, was in August of 94. And I can barely... See, that's the Mojo guy. Ugh. This is terrible. And this is... Steven Spielberg wanted to make this piece of crap? Are you kidding me? He just wanted to be in business with Image because he just made the movie Hook and wasn't doing too well. And he's like, maybe I should make a... You know, he's flirted with these superhero movies for a long time, this Steven Spielberg. Hey, check it out. Pictured with Badrock, Chapel, and Kodiak is Greg Aronowitz, who designed and built the Youngblood battlecruiser. Wow. And this is how popular they were. Stores had, you know, giant Badrock there. A display that was made by the employees. You know, you got the artwork, the paintings, stands. I mean, everything. You know, this is how hot Image was in the comic book industry back then. I wish they would make comics like this now and make them cheaper. Oh, Mortal Kombat! Anyway, yeah, Dooms 3. Yeah, here we go. Here it all is. This is what they do. They're in Washington, the great state of Washington. Then there's this guy. This guy's name is Leechy, and he works for Cyber Idol. This is Cyber Idol, and this is Leechy. And I don't know what to say. It's like the leader and Mojo got together. And this book cannot hold my interest for nothing. I could not finish reading this. Oh, there he is. This is the Doomsmen. Dooms4 fighting the Doomsmen from the Dooms Corp. Oh, kidding me. You gotta be kidding. And Spielberg wanted to make this, right? Do you believe that? It's hard to believe, isn't it? This looks nice, but also the thing. This chick is kind of cool looking, but here she looks really weird. What's with the flat face? back in the clutches of Cyber Idol. Yeah. So they had these 4 issues done. Oh, profile on a 21-year-old Chappie Abe. How about that right there? His hometown, Oakland, California. His favorites, Asian food, music. John Byrne, George Perez, Michael Golden, Art Adams, Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Sean Connery, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tom Cruise, Terminator 2, Jurassic Park, MTV, HBO, Next Men, and Spawn. Despises untrustworthy people and backstabbers. How we got into comics. I kept bringing my artwork to conventions and getting criticism from different editors. I met Rob Liefeld at WonderCon, and he gave me a chance. His influences are George Lucas, Jim Cameron, Disney, and all his favorite comic artists. He loves working on War Child. I haven't had this much fun drawing since I first started out. I like drawing different stuff, and this book has tons of gear and weapons. It's great, but it's also a big challenge. His future plans are to be happy, stable, and doing the things he loves most. Drawing comics. Extreme. The end is now. Oh! There it is. Boom shakalaka! And finally we get to the end of this 4-issue abortion. Dooms4. Leachy's back. Oh boy. And you see, Mark has taken over the scripting duties on this too. And this issue, maybe, I don't know. I don't like any of this. I hate this whole thing. I'm just going to skip ahead. There's nothing redemptive in this at all. This the only thing I kind of like is the idea of 2 kids with a father who's a superhero. That's interesting. That could be good. Isn't this the golden robot guy from X Factor? I hated X Factor so much. Oh, well, I guess that's settled. Together we stand as Dooms4. Okay, so that's the creation of Dooms4. That's how they became a team and got their name. And I didn't explain any of it, and who really cares, right? None of us really do, because this is the end of it, and they never came back. They never did anything. And honestly, do you want to see the only decent thing? I mean, well, this looks cool. I like this. It looks fun. Different. It looks different, you know. Quite a combination of people. You know, I'll show you the only thing that's really good about this comic book series here. And I think you'll agree with me. 1 second.
So how long have you been drawing comic books?
Since I was about 7 years old, little kid.
What did your parents think about it?
They hated it. They hated it. Oh, yeah. After I got a job and they saw that you can make a living out of it, you'll hear no complaints anymore.
And you created X-Force?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the drawing on?
This is the Spike Man.
And what's this right here?
This is the camera on top of your head that will record the wrongdoings of others.
So Rob, have you had any formal art training?
No. Just a lot of imagination, I think. Wait, so I say it and then look down? Or just open it and say it?
Fly button?
Yeah, so this is probably the only really cool part about this is the variant covers for issue 1 and 2. And I think they all stitched together, but they only released one more. There's only one more cover, but it's Dooms4, but I'm pretty sure it's only going to have 3 of them on the cover, and they realized this book wasn't selling, and so it wasn't ever completed. And the exact same thing happened with the dang Image United thing that they were supposed to do. And we haven't talked about that here on Crypto Comics, but maybe we will eventually. At some point, we're going to have to talk about that ridiculousness. And I like it when they make covers that tie together like this. I think this is something really fun. Image has done this another time, too, other than the Image United disaster. And I'll talk about that. That was a very cool thing. It's a Whilce Portacio collection of, I think it's 8 books total. And you can lay them all out, and they form a larger picture with the covers. And it's pretty awesome. Unlike this Dooms4 4-issue, not miniseries, but ended up being a miniseries because nobody wanted it to be a series, other than apparently Steven Spielberg for some stupid reason. So, this is it. These are them. The ones you've heard of, read about on Wikipedia, perhaps. Actually, I don't know if they talk about this on Wikipedia, but whatever. We talk about it on Crypto Friggin' Comics during Rob Liefeld Appreciation Week, because even when Rob has an epic, massive letdown like this, let's face it, Rob was trying to do something great. He was trying to do something special. And if Spielberg had any sense in his head, he would have gone with Youngblood instead of Dooms 4. He would have gone with Prophet. There's so many other options in the Rob Liefeld catalog than Dooms frickin' 4. You gotta be kidding me. Why? Why? Maybe one day on Robservations we'll find out. Until then, thank you for watching another installment of Rob Liefeld Appreciation Week right here on Crypto Comics.